was this issue I was having yesterday. Because our game's resolution is at 320 pixels, and for some reason it was cutting out a section of our game, and like for the life of me I couldn't figure out why. And then this morning I finally figured it out, and it was because this room is actually not 320 pixels. It's 328 pixels. And it was bothering me so much I couldn't figure out. Like, I thought maybe something was wrong with our camera or something like that, but nope. It was just that this room was 328 pixels. So I mean, we've got that figured out. Okay. Yesterday I was working on the static camera, and I mean, we got it to work, but at the end of the day, we actually went back with the original camera, which is like basically it just follows the player. But what we're gonna do is bound each of like our important rooms to the resolution, which is 320 by 180. So like rooms like this, they're just gonna be one size. Oh, it's actually slightly bigger. We have to decrease that a bit. Yeah, all of these rooms are 320 by 180. Actually, not this one though. But that's fine. So yeah, we're basically going to have to redesign most of our rooms to fit into that scale. I'm actually going to see which one of these we should be removing. Oops. Hey, how's it going, Among Craft? Yeah, this is a game I've been working on. It's almost been 2 years that I've been working on this project. So yeah, the camera is fine now. This room. So there are a few things I want to work on. I want to work on the camera smoothing. So like, I mean, this room should be in that bound of 320 by 180, but for now, you'll see that we move up, so I'll fix that. But at the same time, with this camera movement, I'd like to add some like some camera smoothing. We can't do it directly with the Godot's camera smoothing because it won't work with perfect pixel art. You'll notice some jittering. Actually, I do want to test it out to see how it looks. It might not be too bad, but worst case scenario, we're just gonna code our own. I might do that today. Let's see. Let's look at the camera. There is an option right here, smoothing. And you could like change the speed and everything. I'm gonna try 5. See what it looks like. Is Godot free? Yeah. Not only is it free, but it's also open source. So you can edit it in any way you want. You completely own the game. You completely own the engine, basically. So you can do whatever you want with it. Alright. I don't want to spend too much time moving around these rooms because we are going to change them. I don't know if I'm going to change them during this stream, but definitely later today. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is camera smoothing. You'll see how like the camera's a little bit more delayed. But wait. Yeah, you might notice that camera. It like at the last second, it kind of jitters, and I don't know if it's because maybe our speed is too slow. And honestly, I don't know. Even if we code our own, we might still get the same effect. This usually doesn't happen if if you don't have perfect pixel art. So basically, what like another way around that is to like stretch the pixels so that this doesn't happen, but it's not as aesthetically pleasing. So I'm gonna try increasing our speed by 10. And maybe what we could do is actually manipulate the speed. It's like, without coding too much, we could just manipulate that speed. Like the closer the camera is to the player, we'll bump that speed, or like maybe we'll make the speed relative to the distance of the player. I don't know yet. But let's try doubling this. So yeah, it doesn't. It's like not too noticeable, but for, like, because I stare at this game all day, it does look slightly weird to me. What we could also do, let me see. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad. I think we need to find a room that's not only bound on the y-axis, but I mean that's unbound on the y and x-axis, which is going to be further down here. Oh no. Oh no, we're blocked because I still have to move some of these rooms. So I'm just gonna directly put our player in a room just to see. I think a room like this is too big. Alright, yeah, so there is some slight jittering. I probably should have looked at some code before I started the stream, so I won't work on it. Like, we'll keep this smoothing on for now, but it's definitely something we're gonna have to address. And changing the speed might not be the right solution. I think what we could technically do is just make the camera uneven to avoid that jittering. So basically, if we're at a close enough distance, we'll just disable that movement. That's definitely an option. So yeah, that's what we'll probably do. Alright, so another thing I want to do is change up the... I should have written down everything I wanted to do during this stream, but we are going to fix up the... what are they called? Our checkpoints. So we're going to make them a little bigger so that we can actually remove... like right now, the hitbox of our checkpoints are just like these little squares that are right here. But it would be nice if it like spanned this entire area. So if we came from this side of the map, we'll know. So we could like jump through and the hitbox would still hit. And the way I was going to do that is by just adding a raycast to each of these rooms, and whenever we start the game, that raycast will just check what the size of our room of our hitbox, what it should be. So we'll do that right now. And then let's see what else we could do. I'm a little rusty on these parts of the parts of the rooms. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so this is our checkpoint here. What we'll do is we're gonna add another raycast here. And this one's gonna go to whatever. We'll do like -500. Oh, another thing that we're gonna want to do, it doesn't have to be this high really, it could be maybe negative. The span of our rooms, or like the height of our rooms, are usually at most 180, so yeah, we'll do 180. I don't think anything will ever be taller than that. So what we'll do is we'll check if this raycast hits anything. Let's call this ceiling raycast. And we want it to check, yeah, bodies is good. Check get adjacent door. It's weird, we don't actually use this. Check for adjacent room, I think, is what checks. That's what uses these raycasts here. But for now, let's do func. We're gonna want to run this function before we check for adjacent rooms. That way we could like manipulate the size of that light that spawns on our room there. So let's do get ceiling. And what we'll do here . Our distance is going to be ceiling raycast dot get we're gonna want to grab the collision point. Collision. Let me just see one more thing. Just want to see if the collision point is a global position. Okay, yeah, this is the global position here. So we'll say global position dot distance to our ceiling rate cast dot get collision point. That'll give us our distance, but I'm trying to think here because we still want the center of this object to be like right here. Actually, maybe it doesn't matter. What we'll do is because our origin is right here, we could technically just move this hitbox and we'll still spawn it like so. Like if it does grow like that, it'll be fine. Now I'm just wondering if we could just. The only thing is if we manipulate this collision box, I think what we'll have to do. Let's see. Yeah, so like if we change these values, it's gonna grow in both directions, unfortunately. So I think what we'll do is we'll center it. Let's just try it out. So we'll say, let's grab a reference to this. We could just do it. Actually, we could just say dot position is equal to this distance here divided by 2. Position dot y is going to equal that negative distance. So yeah, we'll do negative distance divided by 2. And that should be it. The next thing we want to do is make sure that this distance, I think we could just set it to our y value of our scale here. Don't know actually. Let's grab it. I think we could just say dot shape. Let me see. Collision shape dot extents dot y is going to equal our distance here. And hopefully that's it. We are going to have to add a yield here. Actually. Honestly, we could just put a yield in our ready function. That would make more sense. But yeah, let's just leave it here for now. I'm gonna leave this at 0.05. And let's try this out. So we need a room that doesn't have any. Okay, so yeah, we can try it here. Okay, so it does move, but the size hasn't changed just yet. Let me see. Collisionbox.shape.extents.y is equal to our distance. Distance is equal to, let's just print this out. No, it should work. Changing the extents doesn't seem to, let me see something. So what's weird here let me see if it's just this room, because somewhere in our code we are getting extents that are greater than 8 pixels, but like yeah, like over here it says it's 40, but you guys can't really see what I'm looking at, but yeah, it does seem to change in our code, but I don't see it in the game. So let's look at this room. Another thing that we need to make sure of is that we're not okay, so yeah, there's going to be another issue, and that's that it's going to hit the player sometimes. We got to make sure it doesn't hit the player. So we have to put it on a different layer. But for now, very strange, because so I mean, what we could do is actually just change the scale too, but it makes me wonder why the extents aren't working. It could also be that, okay, let me see. It could also be that our debugger is just not updating. I'm gonna try it one more time. No. Yeah, it's not updating. Collisionbox.shape.extents.y is equal to distance. Let's try doing this. I'm gonna set it to 100 and see if that does anything. Okay, so yeah, it's our distance that's not working properly. So xdents.y, distance is equal to global position dot distance to raycast dot get collision point. Let's do this. I'm just going to print the distance. You know what I think it is? Wait. No, never mind. Because it does work when we set it to... When we set it to 100, it works fine. It's just that and the other thing that's weird is that when we do set it here, it says that it's 100. Or like it's a certain size. But then when we run the game, it doesn't seem to work properly. I don't know why. Like catch. Oh, I should have checked. Let me remove some of these print statements. What's negative 144? That's like our room. I don't even know what's printing that. Let's see. Oh, it might be our camera, actually. Yep. Alright, so if I die in this room... Oh! Look at that. Okay. So it does work when we die in a room. So it's just that it's not running right away. Okay, so it's just a matter of, I think, if we just we could technically increase this to 0.1, and I think that'll fix the issue. It's so weird how raycasts. Oh, actually, I know why. Wait. So another thing that's really weird about this is that it does move the object, but it doesn't update. And then over here at this point, very strange. We got some weird things going on. This music's making me fall asleep. Something more upbeat. All right, so distance is set to 0. We're gonna make this 8 by default. just in case. If ceiling raycast dot is colliding, distance equals global position dot distance to. Okay. You know what I just realized as well? We are using what's weird is that this raycast is red. Once we run our game. I guess that just means we're colliding with something. It seems to be the case. Yeah. I don't get how it could move. Wait, let me start this one more time. Okay, so we re-instance this room, and in this room specifically, it says that our extents are 0, 48, and yeah, the distance here is 48. If I restart this room again, it's fine. What's weird is that, like, this left one here, it says that our extents are 0, 0, so I guess... No, I actually don't know why. It's still growing all the way up, which is strange to me. But we restart. And if I restart on this side of the room, this one gets set to 0. Let me see something. runs perfectly fine until we die here. And then what's weird is that this one gets set to 0. You know, there must be something in our code that's like... Let me see. Extents. No, there isn't any. Yeah, the only time we're manipulating extents are here. And... Oh, I figured it out. The reason why this is happening is because each of these objects are they're actually sharing the same extents. So it's basically based on the last raycast that gets ran. So what we'll want to do, I think, is if we click on make unique here, I don't know if we're gonna have to do this for every single room or every single raycast or every single checkpoint. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna crash. Oh, never mind. Okay. So yeah, you'll see here, this is the last room that gets ran. So if we actually collide here and die, yeah, that's when it gets set to 0. Making it unique is not an issue. Let's see. Another thing we could do is just set the scale. Let's just see something. Alright, so we can't just make it... Actually, let me see. I think we could make it local somehow. Where is that? Alright, so what we're going to do instead is actually just make it... we're going to increase the scale on the y-axis. I think that it should basically do the same exact thing. Okay. So we're not going to manipulate... Actually, what we're going to do is change the extents to equal 1. And then here... Let's do collision shape. This might give us not an error, but it's going to give us a warning. It might give us a warning. There we go. It still happens here on the left side, but all right, yeah, it works great. It's a little too high actually, but honestly, that's fine. And so what we want to do now is just make sure that it doesn't collide with the player. If we grab our room here, I just want to see. We have hitbox. You do layer 4. And there we go. So now we'll always have a hitbox wherever we go. It gets a little laggy when we have these hitboxes enabled. But yeah, it works. It's so good. And yeah, the main reason why I wanted to do this was so that now we can like jump through rooms rather than having to be bound. Like we could remove these walls now. Just give us a little bit more freedom with designing these rooms. All right, cool. So another step would be to make sure that the size of these lights match the size of our checkpoints. So let's go. Forgot what they're called. End of room light. Currently the scale is 0.75. I wonder why I picked that value. I guess 0.75 is 3. Let me see what 1 is. Oh wait, oops. Oh no. Okay, the x-axis scale is fine. It's the y-axis. 1 is 64 pixels, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're gonna want to make that. Let's see, divided by 8. What? 0.125. Alright, so what we're gonna do here we'll leave it like that for now. What we're gonna do in our code is switch. We're going to want to grab our current scale. So that means in room switcher, when we check for adjacent rooms, this is when we add the light. I need to make sure that check for adjacent rooms runs after. Let me see. So we have add lamp, process room, check for adjacent rooms. When does check for adjacent room run? So what we could do is just run this in check for adjacent room and save us some time. Because it's either we're running this in the ready function or we're running this after it's already happened. So yeah, let's try doing it here. It's a little like not scary, but it kind of doesn't make sense to put it here, but it would save us some time. And then we wouldn't run it in our ready function here. So hopefully this same exact thing works. Let me show our collision boxes again. Yeah, it's the same exact thing. Let me just make sure it works in other rooms. Yeah. And then if we die, yeah, same thing. Okay. So then what we do in adding the light, I'll just we have the switch direction function, and I think that's the only function we have. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna put it here. We're just gonna say light dot scale dot y is equal to our area, our collision box. What the hell? So that's going to be that, but I think we're going to have to also move it down. Oh, wait. The current position of it is also incorrect, so we're also going to want to say light dot. You know what? Wait, before we do this, I'm also going to say minus distance divided by 2 minus, plus 8. Alright, so that'll be that. And then light scale.y equals collision box.scale.y divided by 8. I think that should be fine. And then light dot position is equal to so the scale is wrong, or either the scale is wrong or the positioning is wrong. I think it's the scale here. Seems like I guess the positioning is wrong. Let me see here. Okay, so what's happening here is actually, check for adjacent room. I think this is running before this is running, if I'm not mistaken. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna double check and put global position here instead. If this doesn't work, yeah, we're gonna have to. What we could do is just put a yield right here instead, and that should fix it. Just want to make sure this isn't the issue. Yeah, okay. Alright, so it's still wrong. And the reason why it's wrong is because we're up here. Like our origin is right here, so it's technically right, but we're gonna want to move the. I don't know if we should be manipulating the offset. If we made it centered, I think this would fix our issue. But I've already coded it to be offset, so it kind of sucks. So what I think we could do, I mean, offset on the y-axis shouldn't be a big deal. Let me see. Would it be like if we put 10 here? It'd be -10. Okay, so what we could do here is we'll just change the offset here. It's a little all over the place, but that's okay. So we'll say is light dot offset is equal to, I believe we want to set it to our distance divided by 2. That's basically our scale. Light.offset.light.scale. I think it's going to be divided by 2. And this value is actually negative. There we go. And one final thing that we have to do is okay. So there's one final issue here. Okay, and another issue is that for rooms like this, it's not correct. The positioning is a little off here. Let me see what it looked like in that room. So it's perfect here, but then when we go into these smaller rooms, that's when it becomes an issue. We actually see. It's actually over here too. So we might have the same exact issue with our texture. It's reusing the same. Actually, no, I don't think it's using the same texture. But we're still getting that bug. Yeah, it's way too big. Oh, I know why. I'm pretty sure this should be divided by 8. Okay. So now it's a little off. Well, it's definitely off. But the size seems to be correct. So now it's just a matter of fixing the positioning here. What did it look like in the first scene? Yeah, okay. So I think it's just that our distances, we want to make sure offset.y we might want to just our light global position. I wonder, maybe we don't have to divide this by 2. Let's see. No. The offset doesn't actually seem to matter. We want to push it. Seems like we want to push it up. Offset. Let's see. No, it is supposed to be negative. Oh. But now we're grabbing this scale, which is divided by 8. So what we should do is put this instead. And there we go. Oh. But it's still happening here, where it's still off by a bunch. Maybe we could just add. Try adding or subtracting 8 from that value. Or maybe 16. Minus. We'll try 8 first. Global position minus vector 2, 0. I think we got it, hopefully. Okay. There's still a little bit. Let me try 16. It's a little bit more than I mean it's like 4 pixels. So maybe we just need to push it up by 12 pixels. But I think 16 is the correct value. Alright, so yeah, it is technically the correct value, but I think we're actually, so here it's 4 pixels too high, and then over here it's 8 pixels too high. So we're like 12 pixels too large for some reason. So let's actually, let me try doing this. That's 12. So we just need to subtract. Alright, I hope this works. We're gonna subtract 8 from this. Light.scale divided by 8. Is it? I think we just need to subtract it by 1. I'm not sure. It seems to work fine here, and then going here, it's just one, it's too big. I don't think it should be -8. Yeah, that would be too much. Let's go back. It should spawn us closer to that other room too, so I don't have to keep jumping there. Oop. It seems like it seems like it's growing every time. Yeah, this is all over the place. And literally all I did was subtract it by 2, and yet it's like, oh, you know what might be happening though? It might be flipping. So it takes 30 to 40% of your GPU power, but when the game takes the real game takes about 30% or 40%. Okay. I do have some random. Let me see. I do have some shaders in the background that does use your GPU, so that's probably why. I could honestly, like, they're hidden, and I actually don't know if they're still using GPU power. So I'll try deleting these shaders, because I'm literally not even using them anymore. All right, I saw your post. Thanks. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, I think it has to do with the shader that's in the background. Alrighty. I'll just delete that now, and we'll see. I'm not sure when I'm gonna release another version. Maybe, hopefully, you know what? I'm gonna try to release a version this Friday or Saturday. So yeah, I'll delete that now. Alright, let's get back to this. You know, it's weird, the larger the room is, the more accurate it becomes. And I guess maybe the scale is just way too large. So let's look back at this scale. Yeah, if I get rid of this -2. Oh, wait. I think I got it. I know why. Yeah, it is because it's scaling like backwards, basically, I think. If we don't put anything at all, yeah, the scale is Is the scale perfect? Okay, yeah, it's slightly too big, what we do here. -1, I believe. -1. Should be -1. So far, so good. There we go. Alright, the only thing left to do now is to fix the positioning on the x-axis, which is just going to be the reason why I think that's happening. Wait, let me see. Global position. What we should do here is we should just set the y-axis global position. And there we go. We got our perfect lighting, and I'm probably gonna change this like texture, and we're probably gonna add like particles to it, but the foundation is there. I don't know if I should show you guys this mechanic, the teleporter. That also needs some polishing. Ooh. All right. Oh, technically, the hitbox for this one is like all the way up there. That's fine. We're gonna redesign all these rooms anyway. But yeah, I am going to take a break here. I plan on streaming like I plan on working on the game. I'm gonna try to do 6 hours a day. So how long has it been? It's only been an hour and 60 minutes. That's crazy. So I'll have to write that down. So yeah, I do want to work on the game. But I mean, we got a mechanic done. So that's fine. I'm hoping to get like 3. I guess we could do 3 things. We need to get 3 things done every day. So it's 9:20. All right. Yeah. I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.